About 3 years ago, we were having Thanksgiving dinner in a small rented house, and I said I can do better than this. And my wife loved this house. It was right down the street from where our rental house was. I made a bid on the house. They accepted the bid, and here we are.
I was a little skeptical about purchasing the house, but we did. We took a chance. I enjoyed the scenery, but was afraid of the flooding.
I didn't know anything about flood insurance, so I went ahead and kind of blindly signed the contract with the attorney about buying the house without knowing exactly how much the flood insurance was. I think they quoted me $3,200 a year. So you get out the online calculators and you calculate it out, and by the skin of our teeth, we could manage the house.
The best way to describe what the Wagners had to go through to lower their flood insurance is a fight. They needed to just, keep battling every single day, researching, and calling the right people to finally find a solution.
So every time I would call my insurance agent, they were always like, well, we checked with the underwriters and we can't lower it. It's all set by the government. Well, I went online. I read these simple, easy to read documents that, hey, you can put in these engineered vents and your flood insurance will drop down. So in this journey, I was watching YouTube videos, and Smart Vent has got awesome videos on there, and they're well done, and they explain exactly how you can do it. I got out my hammer, Jill, and I got out my masonry circular saw bit and put the blade on the thing, and I went to town.
So the solution that we used at the Wagners home was to install 5 smart vents. They're specifically designed to relieve pressure off a foundation wall during a flood event. So during a flood event, you want your flood vents to automatically activate to relieve the pressure off the foundation wall. I'm going to use 2 business cards to simulate a flood. And as water rises up around the foundations, the slots on the right and the left, they're going to fill with flood water. Inside those slots is an internal float system. So we'll slide the cards into the slots, again simulating the flood, and it triggers those floats to unlatch, and now floodwater can freely flow in along with debris. You're going to always have debris in floodwater. So now that debris can easily pass through, and it's not going to get clogged up in a screen. There's nothing to impede the flow. As the water recedes back out, your flood vents have to flip the other way and allow the floodwater to flow back out.
7 months later, we received another flood. As the water was rising, the smart vents opened and they were working. The water stayed in our enclosure for 6 weeks. Well, when the water receded, you could see them also working again. They worked exactly the way they were designed to do. There was just mud inside the enclosure. There was nothing else really. It worked out good. I had to put in 5 vents.
Yep.
3 vents on this side, and then two vents on the south side, because the Illinois River will flow. The first wall that's going to get hit by the water is this water. Is this
And it
this
swings
wall.
through the other way.
Yep, it goes
Perfect.
right through.
It's not every day, that the flood risk evaluator team gets to come and actually see the product in the foundation of a home, and to hear their story hands-on. It's just been very inspirational to be able to go out there and help other folks dealing with the same situation in America. Now, when you look at the cost, typically the return on investment for a system like the Wagners put in is recouped in less than a year and a half. In this particular case, the Wagners received a refund check that covered the cost of the installation and put money back in their pocket.
We're just 2 normal, hardworking people. We are much smarter, much wiser. It's because of f.r.e. They did such an excellent job in what they offered to us. Never alone, that's for sure.